following that pin in your mind, you do know how far it is from you, actually reading the spell. The pin in your mind, by the time it's about nightfall, is only about 5 miles away. Would you like to, once it's hitting like sunset, so are you going to keep pushing into sunset or like into the
Because
night?
we kind of we rested at a weird time, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you guys like rested at as it became like sunrise till like early afternoon. So you started like trekking off early afternoon.
I say we go forward.
I think, yeah, see if Ironhoof is available in the evening, and then if not, just don't stay anywhere or talk to anyone too long.
Yeah, as you guys are sort of pushing on, you don't need to make a survival check because you have find the path. And you quite literally re-find the path, and that you find where the trail where you meet up with the trail about 2 miles further in. And as the sun is falling, setting, that's the word, a lot of people are like coming back into the city, and you do see indeed the edge of the city, looking over the city as you sort of come upon it. It's like a rolling hill, and then once you get to the top of that like bluff, you just see the whole city, and it is massive. It goes as far as the eye can see, rising and falling with those soft rolling hills. On the outskirt, which is sort of where you have just gotten to, there are these large farms surrounded by tented homes. It's a wide city. It's not a tall city. There are no buildings that are multi-storied like that of Lakeside. Everything is spread out and tented or made of clay. There's really not very many like brick and mortar buildings. Unlike Lakeside, as you can see from like this bluff, the roads are like low cut grass, of like dirt, or it's grass or like dirt. They're not stone. Making your way, you see these hunting parties that are heading back in again, centaur, halfling primarily. A lot of them smile and wave to you.
It's refreshing.
And one of them actually sort of like with two halflings on his back, sort of rides up beside you guys, not getting too close. Are you here for the tournament?
Yes. Or we're a little lost. Where is it? From here.
Are you representing a clan or?
We're there to watch.
Watch, okay. Are you sure you're not ready to fight? You certainly look like you could do well in a fight. Apologies.
What's the pot?
What's the prize?
Yeah.
The prize? Well, it's kind of twofold. Apologies, I'm Kara Mindro from Clan Taramir, and she motions to the man in front of her. This is my husband, Jonah Mindro, and my best friend, and motions to the centaur below her, Liadre Mindro. The prize, let me check my notes. If you don't care about the parts, so you've never been to Solace then, yeah?
First time?
It's the tournament of placement. So for clans, it's every year, Solace moves. The tournament of placement is for a clan to choose where they want to be in the next city, but for the winners of the tournament itself, the prize is 5,000 gold pieces, and should you desire it, an audience with the Lord of the city.
What does the tournament entail? Is it a fighting tournament?
Mostly, yeah. It is mostly fighting. There is some how do you put it? Like some, and they're kind of just like riding beside you, and like one of them, like one of the like a halfling sort of like yells at her as they're going by, and she's like, "I'll meet you back at the house," and they kind of like ride off. The tournament is mostly fighting, but it's different every couple months. It's sometimes you have to go find something. Sometimes, usually it ends with fighting every time, though. The people know what they want. Yeah. Are you sure you don't want to fight?
Is it solo fighting, group fighting, and is it fighting to the death?
It's usually groups, not to unconsciousness. There are like healers that stay there, and
perfect.
anyone who goes unconscious is pulled out of the fight by the healers. If you damage anyone who is unconscious, you are immediately disqualified. Yeah.
Perfect.
I look at the group. We're doing this, right?
Yeah, we
That's-
actually do need to see the Lord.
What? So you need to see the Lord, yeah?
Yes.
And she kind of like talks with her husband, and it's like, and they kind of like whisper to each other for a second. Would you be willing? Maybe you should. You want to come back to the Taramir house? We are. You don't know the clan system in Solace, do you? I assume not.
We don't.
Basically each part of the city belongs to a clan, more or less. We are from Clan Taramir. I was actually going to fight this time, but she kind of motions to her ankle, and you can see that it's like bandaged up. I fucked my ankle up a bit ago, so Clan Taramir is actually looking for fighters to represent us. So every time I see travelers, I am that annoying person who gets to go talk to them. It's not the most fun job most of the time, but you could keep the whole gold. We just want to secure our placement in the city.
I think you spoke to the right people.
The first 7 people that I talked to were not the right people, so it's about time.
I look to like Pooh and Naja.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
Can we
Oh.
tell her to like have a moment to ourselves before we make our decision?
Of course, yeah. Yeah, and the centaur that they're riding on, sort of, Liadri, she sort of turns off. Yeah.
Roma and Poe, sorry, continue.
Leaves you
I
guys
think
alone.
as long as the clans don't represent something evil, which it sounds like they don't, like it sounds like they're just fighting for placement in the city, it should be fine, and we get what we want with finding or being able to talk directly to the leader.
And if we're the champions of the tournament, we will have his respect as well.
I say we do it.
And we get 5,000 gold. And we get to be champions.
Do you guys know if this is like a fight to the death? Because I'm unsure how this would react to the Amulet of Souls.
They said that they're healers and you get pulled out.
Oh, okay.
And if,
Yeah,
if
so-
somebody... Oh, go ahead.
It's only 2 people, so if 2 people are unconscious, and yeah, like Leighton said, that they have healers on standby, and if you do, like, intentionally, I'm assuming, or accidentally, like, kill someone, then you'll be disqualified.
see no harm.
A fun spirited battle.
That's a good question. I didn't even think about the amulet.
Can we turn towards where the centaur veered off and continue our discussion to accept? I mean, it sounds
Yeah.
like we've accepted.
You motion the three, because I mean there's three of them, right? Two halfling archers on the back, and motion them over. What are you thinking?
Think we're in?
That was so much easier than I expected. All right. It's not for a few days. But if you want lodging, then the Terramir Clan House will be happy to provide that for you.
I think we're all kind of uneasy, right, about staying.
Imagine.
Yeah.
I feel like we should stay stay outside of the city or something. I don't want to risk, or I'm not saying this to them. I'm kind of
Yeah.
like whispering it, or like,
In all due respect, we enjoy the bountiful nature, so we might rest where we see fit. But I don't know. Maybe we could talk to my friends about going and meeting your clan at least before we, fight
Yeah, for sure.
your clan.
So maybe tomorrow you can maybe meet somewhere around here again tomorrow, and then we can show you maybe a bit of the city, something like that. Show you the clan house. Yeah.
Would like that. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. If you just come by, I'm sure if you're on the road, around, I don't know, midday tomorrow, maybe earlier. Not much of a morning person, but I can show you around, and yeah, I think it will be good.
yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Of course. And the centaur's like, the centaur sort of speaks up, much like gruffer voice on her. It's nice to meet you all, and sort of nods, and the like husband in front's just like, and they ride off.
Wait, I wanted to give the centaur a high five. Never done
Make
that
a
before.
make a sleight of hand check. They have hands.
They do. I know. I was just never.
I had to
done
think about that for
before.
a second. I was like, wait,
You
yeah.
have
they
a
do.
human top
Yeah.
top half.
14. No. Yes, 14.
14. I rolled really well. Yeah, a solid high five. There's none of that fist bump to high five action going on. It's just a good high five.
Something off my bucket list.
Where are you guys setting up then?
Can we get like an outlay of like what we're surrounded with and like where we are by the city?
Yeah, you guys are on the western end of the outskirts of the city. Like, you're just about to get into sort of the farm area. Like, you're not remotely in the bustle of the city. Like, the only reason that there are a decent amount of people is because there are people like coming back from like gathering like food or like hunting. And even then, there's not that many of them. It was more like one major group that was coming back. There are not many people around at this point. If you're looking for like a specific spot in particular with like a tree coverage or something like that, then that's certainly something that you can find out here. It's
I
not
mean,
like, oh, go
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
No.
I wanted to like ask the group, is there like a specific, I would recommend that we go to a place with coverage such as trees and bushes around us. What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
I like that too.
For sure.
Even if we take the night to like rest, and I know we just slept, but just to, have a peaceful night for once, might be nice with coverage and nature stuff.
Where can we venture forth to get to that place?
Venture forth. I see you've been playing Baldur's Gate.
Yes. I have.
Yeah, there, especially if you want some like, if you want to Obi-Wan Kenobi this, like have some high ground, there are definitely like trees that can cover you from higher up. You can have like sort of a view of the road that is coming in. I mean, road is a strong word. It's more of like a trail of like, yeah, I think we can probably take a break right now before you guys head into the city. I'll deafen you guys on Discord, or I'll make it so they can't hear you at least. But yeah, we'll be back in like 5-10 minutes to see whatever shenanigans these guys get up to in the city. Chat, just wanted to say thank you to Kings and to Root Phage for the resubs. I hope you guys are having fun watching along. It's been quite a while since we've done one of these. I'm really just excited to be back. It's been forever. And my brother's cat harassing me. But yeah, we'll be back in like 5-10 minutes. Please make sure to get some water or some food, and we'll be back soon. Yeah, thank you guys. All right. Yeah, I'm bringing us back up. All right. Thank you for your patience, everyone. So yes, your long rest over. The day is yours. The sun rising. What would you like to do?
We have to go meet that one girl, right?
Mhm.
The clan.
Around midday.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You said it wasn't until the tournament wasn't until a couple days, right?
Yeah. So, unless I'm incorrect, because it is very difficult to keep track of days in D&D, it should be in 2 days.
Okay.
Not including today, right? Like, or today 1 and then yes, tomorrow's 2.
Not including today.
Okay.
So if today is Saturday, it would happen on Monday.
Okay.
There we go. Okay,
Well,
well,
it sounds like we have some time before we can meet her.
Yeah, do we want to look around town now or after? We might want to do it now since we'll probably be meeting her clan.
Yeah.
So I'm down to go just look in the general town.
We could try to find like where the tournament will be set.
Ooh, scope out the area. Yeah. I like it.
all right, yeah. If you guys are looking to find where the tournament is taking place, what would I call this? Whoever's leading the group, make an investigation check for me.
I'll say I'm definitely not that role because I was like, I'm kind of excited to relinquish it after getting to Solace since like
Yeah.
I had the direct route.
Yeah, and that spell that did have that tether in your mind, once you have like gotten there or like close enough that you can see it, has gone away.
Well, Lighton is very, very excited for this tournament, so she does not mind being the first to try to find this arena of sorts.
Thanks, Leighton.
Yeah, take lead.
No problem. All right, investigation, you said?
Investigation.
Okie dokie. 12.
12. It's not I mean, it is more that it is a large city than it is a hard to like find big things type of city, because there are not very many big things. So when you're like, okay, I'm looking for some kind of stadium, you do find it on the northern side of town, but it is starting to push towards that midday area. So if you want to fully scope it out, that might have to be a later thing.
Is there, just for a brief...
Like a brief overview, brief look, it's sort of like in this, it's like a dip between these two hills.